Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Hood Table one more again. It's your girl back with another TV show review of Reasonable Doubt. And you guys, right before I was about to start my show, I got a little sidetracked by the news clipping that I just saw. Y'all know that girl that's down in the SIP, Carly Gregg, who is facing, prison time for unaliving her mother and also, shooting her stepdad. Yeah, she got sentenced to life. She got sentenced to life. Oh my God, this is like breaking news. I'm sure a lot of people are already on it, and a lot of people, including people like Charlie and Jay Dunn, they were doing commentary on it. So I'm sure they're gonna give us some updates on that as well. But yeah, breaking news. It happened a couple of hours ago, I suppose. But anyway, she was sentenced to life today. That is so wow. 14. Ooh, well, she had just turned 15, but when it happened, she was 14. But wow, that's crazy. And still yet, I believe that there was some really strange things that might have been going on in that house. That's just how I feel. But I wasn't there. Y'all wasn't there. Only person who knows is Carly and God. But either way, yep, she has been sentenced to life. So, But yeah, what up, Shower King? How you doing? Thanks for joining us tonight. Everybody who's in the chat, feel free to drop down in the chat, especially if you have something to say, your opinions on like the TV show or the storyline or any of the characters. If you are a fan of Reasonable Doubt, of course there will be spoilers because we are doing a recap, so it will be spoilers. So just know that because it just came on the other day. So if you haven't watched it, it will be spoilers. But also feel free to subscribe if you are new here. Hit that subscribe button. Also hit that join button. And if you want to donate to the commentary, please feel free to donate to our Cash App, $ the Hood Table 402. Now, we're going to get right into this show because I do believe there's another show that I want to get to on YouTube. One of my content creator friends, somebody I have a YouTube ship with, I do believe they're supposed to be going live tonight. I didn't see any notifications, but I'm going to have to check around after this show because I think some people are supposed to be having karaoke or something tonight. So, once I find out, if I find a link during the chat, I'll put it down in the chat so that you guys can go over there if you want to. But other than that, aside from that, we are going to get right into this TV show review of Reasonable Doubt. At the end of the show, like I normally do with my reviews, if anybody wants to hit the link and give me their opinion on anything I spoke about or on their ideas of the show, I will go ahead and do that if anybody wants to hit the link. If not, then we'll just wrap it up. But so we are on season 2. And this is episode 6. And the title of this show of Reasonable Doubt was called This Can't Be Life. This Can't Be Life. Now, in the last episode, Lewis, after, he was going round and round, in the bed, having some heated quality time with his wife, Jax, he has sent a text to Alex Dunn, a.k.a. Tony. And all of a sudden, it was just like Lewis, he couldn't bear to not know for 100% sure if that was his baby or if it was JT's or if it was some other cats, right? He really, really wanted to know because that's what we know. And as we can tell, Lewis is a great father. He might not have been such a great husband, but he is a great father, takes care of his kids. He's not a deadbeat. And he don't want a child to be out there without him. Okay, so he hit up Alex, aka Tony, and told her that he wanted to talk. Now, early the next morning, this is from last episode, Jax had received a phone call from Adrian to meet him at Chanel's house. And upon hearing this, Daniel offered to tag along. Her little PI, he's so cute. He's so cute. But her little PI wanted to tag along, to kind of ensure her safety. I don't know if he could do much besides dial 911. But, for a moment, she was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I trust Adrian. I've been knowing him forever. But, there's still a possibility that Adrian is the killer. So for a moment, Jax, since having known Adrian for quite some time, she didn't think that backup was necessary. But that thought quickly faded away once Jax realized that if Adrian is the killer, he is also a scared man in love, right? So then she changed her mind and she was like, okay, you can tag along. So, Daniels, he tagged along and she said, but you have to stay within a safe following distance. You have to be discreet. Stay outside. And if you don't hear anything from me every 6 minutes, then you better call the damn police. Call 911. Okay. So this episode, we picked up where the episode left off last week back at Chanel's house. And Jax was informing Adrian, hey, we saw how the episode went. When she walked in, he stood up. She was already standing up. He was like, have a seat. Nah, I'll stand, bro. He pulled that gun out and she was like, hold up, swole up. Let me tell you something real quick. Okay, if my PI outside don't hear from me every 6 minutes, then he is going to call the police. Now saying that right off the bat probably is what probably saved her life, right? But Daniel was outside and he was on standby while Jax was inside, immediately having flashbacks of her and Damon. Like you could just see the flashback. She had them immediately because the last time she was in a situation like this, she did get out alive. It was traumatic. She did get out alive, but Damon didn't. So she immediately start having flashbacks and looking around like, oh my God, how can I get out of here? But anyway, all Adrian wanted was for what Evan wanted, which was for Jax to stop snooping around. She had to promise to stop snooping around. What up, Pam? How you doing? Challenge sector. What up? But yes, make sure you guys are liking and sharing the video on the way in. Now, Jax, basically what he wanted for Jax was to promise to stop snooping around, his and Evan's affairs. And it was during this scene that y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Because around this scene, and y'all know I've been saying, what if he don't really love her? What if he's still pulling her leg? What if he's still running a scam on her, right? And so it was literally during this scene that I really started to believe that Adrian might have truly fallen in love with Chanel. So y'all please let me know how y'all feel about that. After everything that went down last episode and this episode, do y'all really think that he really wants to be with Chanel? That he's really in love with Chanel? Y'all let me know because I really started believing that this episode. But even though at first it started off with him just using her to get to her husband money that allegedly belonged to Evan. But able to get the gun away from Adrian, Jax phoned Daniel telling him, I'm safe. You can come in. It's safe to come inside. And talk about being stressed out. Jax really needing a way to decompress after throwing back a few shots. She got home. She threw her hands flat down on the table. She picked up that bottle of liquor and she was just tossing them back to back, right? But she found herself eventually on top of Lewis, her husband Lewis, who in turn flipped her so that he could be the aggressor. Because he found it easier to please than be pleased. Lewis still had a lot on his mind. The whole thing with Tony and the baby, that he couldn't even rise to the occasion. Okay? So he figured, okay, I gotta play this off. Jackson's like, what's wrong? Are you okay? Like, she down there, usually she can touch him and he just be ready to go, ready to go. But he got a lot of things on his mind, so he could not rise for the occasion. Instead, he flipped her ass and went downtown. Okay. So it satisfied her for the moment. But later, from what it appeared, Daniel was able to find out that Adrian, and what's up, Miss Juicy? How you doing? You say, oh my God, every time you do this review, I'm not able to come up and discuss it. It's okay. You said her husband knew he was guilty. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. But Adrian, basically we found out. Okay, Daniel, he's a good PI, by the way. Hey, if you ever need a PI, call Daniel. Call Daniel. And he's cute too, little cute thing. But he was able to find out that Adrian had created an account under Chanel's name. Then convinced her that it was like a trust, a trust fund for the kids. And then he had her sign it. Hence, from the runaway incident with Chanel, now Adrian had to take to the witness stand. But did Chanel really not know about the money? And this is another question, Miss Juicy or anyone else. Do y'all think that Chanel really did not know about the money? Did y'all think that all along, or are y'all on the fence? Um, mm, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. But what Jackson Corey's job was, they had the task to prove Chanel didn't know the true story behind the money and that she's not a cold-blooded, selfish, money-hungry trophy wife who exaggerated the domestic violence she experienced. And in fact, that she is a woman who suffered so much trauma over years and years and years, so much so that now she believes that she is at fault for a crime she actually did not commit, yet willing to endure incarceration and arduous trial because why? She thinks that's what she deserves. This is what they had to prove in the court of law. Then once Adrian confesses, they can bring Chanel right on home back to her children once and for all. And for once, Corey, like, did you see him? He was sitting there like, that's Morris Chestnut, right? Now, he been basically satting her down this whole time, acting like he know better than her, acting like she ain't that good at what she do, acting like he can't take none of her advice. But he actually agreed that Jax might have come up with a brilliant idea to help them win the case. But to bring it on home on the cross, they have to get Adrian to admit that Chanel, again, did not know anything about the money. On top of that, he would have also had to confirm how bad Chanel has suffered from abuse. Now, they did ask him, have you ever witnessed anything? And he did say, yeah, I witnessed her, being grabbed by the arm, but it was really hard. It was really hard. He had a grip on her, probably left some bruises. But I was like, dang, that's all he witnessed all these years? As close as he and JT was, and as close as him and Chanel was, or as close as he was to their family overall, I was quite surprised that that's all he's ever witnessed. Because most men who are abusive, when they're around the people that they really trust, their partners or homeboys or whatever, they will smack their wife or girl all upside her head, knock her down, drag her by her weave, and not give a damn who saw. So I really thought he was going to give us, some more in-depth, knowledge or, stuff that he can recount about her being really abused. But again, grabbing on somebody really hard, that's, that still can be considered abuse. But now whether that would have won the case for them, I'm not sure. But when Daniel kept digging, again, he's a really good PI. He kept digging and found out that the gambling ring was just a smoke. It was just a smoke that led to a bigger fire. Jax was like, Daniel, shut your mouth and keep on talking. Child, she was like, what? Say what? Not just a gambling ring. What else is going on with this Evan? According to Daniel, Evan hires companions, and I put this in quotes, companions for his gamblers when they're in town. And evidently these companions are school age children. That's right. school-age children. They had to wear like bracelets and shit, telling them how many men they were supposed to service at these gambling. We talking about kids who should be at homeroom class in the morning instead of waking up at the Hilltop Country Club with a whole bunch of drunk ass gamblers, old ass men, right? But that's what they have found out thanks to Daniel. So after discovering this new intel, before attending the next court section, Jax was introduced to Corey's father. Now, Corey's father, Dr. Nash, to me, he seemed very charming, a little intriguing, possibly brilliant. Hey, he's a doctor, right? Attorney, a doctor. You know what I'm saying? So at first glance, I thought he was like cool. Which Jax probably would agree with. She probably did agree with that. That was until Jax and Corey met up with him later for lunch. Once Corey stepped away from the table to use the bathroom, his daddy couldn't wait to try his hand for Jax. Dr. Cash was on it. Have you ever dated a older man? She was like, well, 3 years. Yeah, if you consider 3 years older, my husband is 3 years older than me. He was like, no, I don't consider. She was like, well, that's older to me. But then he was like, once he found out that she was married, well, I had to ask. She was like, did you? Like, really? Did you have to ask? And what did he say next? How the saying goes, ask for forgiveness, not permission. Jax was like, wait a minute. What you just say? Doctor? Because what he just said, I think hit a soft spot for her. We all know what Jax went through growing up, right? As far as, staying with her mom and her mom's man, the things that he did to her when she was younger, the things he denied doing, the things her mother overlooked. I mean, she broke up with the man for a minute, but then or later down the line, she got back with the dude, right? And now we also had that situation with the mother having a new man and Jack's daughter saying, I really don't like him after just one time meeting him. But we going to get to that later. But anyway, he said, ask for forgiveness, not permission. Jax was like, hold up. Isn't that what a rapist would say? And I had to think about it. Isn't that what a rapist would say? Ask for forgiveness, not permission. Yep, that's exactly what a rapist would say. Oh, please, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Oh, my God, I must have been drunk. Oh, my God. Just making up all kind of damn excuses instead of asking for permission to touch you in the first place. Yeah, she was up out of there. She's like, I'm sorry, I got to go. Corey came back. He knew something went down. He didn't know what went down, but he was like, damn, Dad, what happened? What did you do? He knew something happened. Later, he did find out what happened. She told your dad had to hit on me. But then by that time, she was leaving the restaurant and she got a phone call saying her mother was in the hospital. So she had to rush on over to her mother to the hospital. I don't know if she got rushed to the ER, but she was in the hospital. She was hospitalized. And, after a big scare like that, thankfully, Jackson's mother will just be fine. What up, T. Danielle? How you doing, boo? Let me know if you want to hit the link, baby. Let me know if you want to hit the link. But yeah, after a big scare like that, thankfully, Jackson's mother will be fine. But the question is, will her relationship with Lewis be just as fine? That's the big question. Because upon leaving the hospital, Jack spotted her husband exiting another area of the hospital. And out of sheer surprise, you see your boo in the distance like, oh, shit, is that my babe? You call him, try to surprise him. You know how it goes. What you doing? Oh, what you doing? I see you. Oh, really? Where you at? That's how the conversation should have went, right? I done had those conversations before where I see my guy in traffic or something. I'm like, what you doing? I ain't doing nothing. Think about you. Really? Well, won't you pull over? Hurry home. I see you out in the street. That's how it's supposed to go, right? But it didn't quite go that way. But out of sheer surprise, she called him several times. The first time, her call got rejected and went to voicemail. The second time, he answered, yet lied about him being at work. He was like, I'm busy. I'm at work. I got shit to do. What up, boo? How you doing? Anything going on? And I know Jax was like, they literally was just at their counseling session with their therapist. And she's like, we have been so much open and honest with each other. And that's what I love about Lewis. He's so open and honest all the time. Then when she was talking to Corey, oh my God, Corey, the key to a healthy relationship is honesty and direct communication. I know she was like, well, ain't that just about a load of crap that I just told everybody else? Because look at my man right here ignoring me and then lying once he answered the phone. That's okay, boo. That's okay. You said tomorrow's your baby girl's birthday at homecoming. I'm super busy. That's okay, baby. I got a lot going on this weekend too, so I understand. I got 3 TV show reviews to do this weekend, and I'm gonna try to get them in while working. And I'm also just found out that my little baby, my grandson, wants to come over tomorrow. So, child, I don't know. It's gonna be a lot going on this weekend, so I'm just trying to roll them out. I'm trying to roll these reviews out. But yeah, so yeah, I know she was like, well, damn. This is fucked up. And then later that night, Lewis, he still don't know that his wife saw him standing outside the hospital. So he's just like, oh, I'm tired. I'm like, it's been a long day. He in bed, wrapped up in the covers. She's up there looking at him like, damn, this motherfucker straight up lied to me earlier. Now he laying here like ain't shit. Like, okay. Okay, he still didn't want to talk. He didn't want to cuddle, let alone tell her the truth about what was really going on, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, you said I can't wait till you do power. You can't wait till I do Power. Yes, I watched Power last night. By the way, I didn't finish it all because I fell asleep, but I did watch like 50% of it, and I cannot wait to do that review. Yes, I cannot wait to do Power review. You said Pam. Hey Pam. You said Reasonable Doubt. It's actually like it is like a crime show. It deals with attorneys who have to defend. It's like defend people from different crimes. But yeah, and Morris Chestnut is in there. Some eye candy. But no, it's on Hulu. It's on Hulu, Pam. Yep. Yeah, T Danielle said it. Yep, it's on Hulu. But it's really good and it's only on the 2nd season. So yeah, I'd highly recommend watching it. But yeah, it was really good. But yeah, he laid there right beside her with the cover wrapped up to his neck, not wanting to talk, and she just like, fuck it. She rolled over and went to bed pissed, obviously. The next day in court, Jax had a chance to cross-examine Adrian. And on the stand, Adrian testified to not being the one who killed Evan. I'm still not so sure about that, T Danielle or anybody else who's caught up with the show. I'm still not so sure about that. I don't know if it was him, if it was one of her kids, if it was somebody else. I don't know. But Adrian basically, he confessed that he didn't do it, but if he would have had the chance, he would have done it. He was like, I wish I could have been the one to pull that off. He also confessed that not only was he really in love with Chanel, again, I asked y'all, do y'all think he's really in love with Chanel? You said you think it's the cousin or Adrian. I don't know, T. I don't know. It's a lot of suspense in this show, right? But yeah, he also confessed that not only was he in love with Chanel, which I don't know. Earlier I was like, yeah, he loves her. He loves her. Like, look what he's doing. Or could this still be in play just for him to get off? I don't know. But, he was acting like he was really in love with her. He stuck his life out for her. You know what I'm saying? He stuck his neck out on a limb. But what up, Happy Life? How you doing, boo? How you doing? Welcome. Make sure y'all like and share the video. But yeah, so he did say that Chanel didn't have nothing to do with the money. She didn't know where the money really came from, where it originated from. She had no idea about the money scam. The money, we found out, was actually from an illegal gambling company named Will Goose that was started by her husband JT and his business partner Evan. And Adrian lied to Chanel saying that it was his money and that she could have it all if she was to only leave JT alone. which we saw her try to do. She tried to leave him, and we saw what until like he was up there beating the crap out of her. And next thing you know, he fall out dead on the floor, and we still don't know who murdered him, right? But fortunately for Chanel, Adrian found the courage to put his life on the line for her by literally telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Or again, did he? Do y'all believe that Chanel still had no knowledge of where all that money came from, where it really derived from? And still yet, who was the one who murdered her husband, JT? If it wasn't Chanel, if it wasn't Adrian, then tell me who it was. It's a TV show. It's a TV series on Hulu. Happy Life. But yep, it's a TV series. But yeah, either way, Jax was able to secure immunity and witness protection for Adrian. So for the meantime, in between time, we still don't know who unalived her husband. And for the meantime, in between time, I still have other questions still. Like, do he really, really love her? Is he still trying to run a scam on her? And does she still not, or did she really not have any knowledge of where that money come from? Those are my 3 questions. And I'm not yet convinced. I'm on the fence for a few of them. I'm on the fence for a few of those questions. But anyway, Lewis. Okay, let's talk about Lewis. Lewis was finally able to convince Tony to grant him a paternity test without him taking her to court, because he basically threatened her. She did not want to go take no paternity test, no DNA test. She told him that ain't your baby. She said, I had sex with you, but that ain't your baby. You ain't got to worry about nothing. You got a wife. You got other children over there. You got your own life. Leave us alone. Right? And Lewis, after sleeping on it and pondering over it and talking to his brother and shit, he was like, no, I gotta know. I gotta know. So he basically told her, I demand a paternity test. Now she tried to say, it's not safe. The baby is unborn. I don't want them harming my baby. Now, 10 years ago, yeah, it probably wasn't that safe to test unborn child for the paternity of the father. These days, however, it is very much possible and very much safe to determine paternity with an unborn child. So she was like, okay, fine. Okay, all right. You said you can't stand that, mama? I can't either. You talking about, hold on. When you say mama, are you talking about Adrian's mama? Because I can't stand her either. Ugh. I cannot stand her either. Now, Jax's mother, I'm not too fond of her either. After what she allowed her to go through, well, I won't say allowed, but she knew after the fact what her daughter went through, and she had that man up in the house. And now she has a granddaughter, Jax's daughter. Me personally, I wouldn't let my daughter nowhere near any man that she have up in her house. Not grandmama. You want to see your granddaughter? Then you gonna have to come over to our crib. Okay, that's how it would be for me. That part. But yes. So one thing about this whole situation, as far as again Lewis, one thing about this whole situation is I love how men like Lewis are willing to sacrifice everything that they got going on. He got a lot going on. Him and Jax, they done rekindled the flame. They done got back together, got over his, him stepping out before, and they done got over that. They've been seeing a counselor, therapy, and things have been, seeming to be on the up and up. And now this. But he's willing to sacrifice all that just not to end up being a deadbeat or an absentee father to a child that he could have found out if it was his or not. So I do like that whole part of the situation, of the storyline. Tony, on the other hand, let me ask y'all about Tony. Tony, who he got saved in his phone as Alex. I'm still trying to find out why she's so hesitant for Lewis to get some closure. Is it possible that she's still, in fact, in love with him? Yes, it was allowed, T. It was allowed. Do y'all think that Tony is still in love with Lewis? Because why is she so hesitant to give him closure? To find out for sure who's the father of her child. Now, during the last episode, she did say that her child was by JT. She said it was by JT or it was by somebody. She literally was like, it ain't yours. In fact, she even assured him that she had never fallen in love with him to be a threat to his family. She was like, and remember I told y'all last week, I said the way she walked away though, I don't know. I was feeling some type of way about the way she walked away after telling him, I never fell in love with you. So you ain't got to worry about me breaking up your happy home. You ain't got to worry about me being a home wrecker, all that kind of shit. You ain't got nothing to worry about. It was just something about that whole scene that left me saying, is that right? Is that right? Is that so? So I don't know. Y'all let me know. What do y'all think about Tony? Tony, the one who was also sleeping with JT and who is now pregnant. And Lewis also slept with her ass when he was broke up from his wife, Jax. So let me know why y'all think that she doesn't want him to get a paternity test. Do you think that it is a possibility that maybe she's not in love with him? Maybe she never fell in love with him. She don't want shit to do with him. But the fact that he moved on to another woman, maybe she's like kind of still butt hurt over the fact that he isn't going to be with her with the child. You know how it is. Sometimes when men move on, they go back home or they find somebody else. You know, you know. But anyway, y'all let me know. But anyway, after the case was over, Lewis, once he got home, finally told Jax that they needed to have a little talk. Jax right away assumed that it had something to do with Tony's baby, especially after she saw that the TZT blogs had captured a pic of Tony at the hospital getting a DNA test. And there was who standing right next to her? None other than Jax's husband, Lewis, standing right next to Tony with his back towards the camera. But she know that hairdo. She know that little, I don't even know what you call his hair top, his hair a little flat top or something that he got going on his head. But yeah, even though his back was towards the camera, she knew that's my man. That's my man. He's at the damn hospital where I saw his ass outside the hospital, where he answered the phone when I called and lied and told me he was at work and not standing right in front of the fucking hospital. So Jax obviously was shocked and devastated to say the least. But do y'all think it's Lewis' baby? Mama's baby? Daddy's maybe? I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all think it was his baby. But furthermore, okay, the last thing I want to talk about, then we're going to be done. The last thing I want to talk about, what's up with the DA, Lucy Wargo? District Prosecuting Attorney Lucy Wargo. Now, from what we know about her is that she is new to LA by way of Vegas. And again, she's extremely ambitious, pretty much straight by the book, according to the rules and regulations of the law. And saying all that, who is she afraid of? Who was it that slashed her tires to make her late for court that morning? Was it the guy we saw towards the end of the show? The guy who was stalking her or lurking in the bushes, smoking a cigar across the street from her home? Is that the man who possibly slashed her tires? And could it possibly have anything to do with the reason why she left Vegas in pursuit of a career in LA? Could it be her baby daddy? Could it be her husband? Could it be an ex? Could it be somebody that she put in jail in the past who is now out and about? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. But anyway, that's my little review. I was trying to keep it short. I was hoping to keep it around 30 minutes. It's about 35 minutes right now. But that's all I got on this show. Again, that was Reasonable Doubt Season 2, Episode 6. And it was called This Can't Be Life. This cannot be life. Now, if anybody wants to hit the link and chime in on any of the storylines or any of the characters, you got a couple of minutes to say, I do. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap it up. Because, again, I think somebody that I follow on YouTube is supposed to be live as well. Let me go looking. I could have sworn somebody... Hold on, let me inbox somebody real quick. Hold on, let me inbox my little homegirl. Because I can't remember. Maybe I'm early. It is 8:33. Maybe they're supposed to be doing it later, but I still don't even see a notification. Y'all in the B sector who might be watching me right now, do y'all know who was supposed to be going live tonight? I thought somebody was supposed to be going live tonight doing karaoke in the B sector. Huh. I don't know. I can't find. I just inboxed somebody on IG. Oh, oh, that's my video. Was it very Carrie? Okay, that's what I thought it was. Happy Life. But what time is she supposed to go live? Because I don't see no schedule. I don't see no video scheduled. I don't see. Ooh, oh God, Happy Life. I just Happy Life. I just went over to Very Carey's community wall, and she knows she got them foots. You know she got that boy's foots. A picture of that boy's foots up on the on her community wall. Oh, every time I see them foots, all I think is fungi. Fungi and athlete's foot, germs, ripped bed sheets, ripped carpet, ripped comforters. Ah. Okay. You said Ronnie Q coming on at 9? Okay, let me see what Ronnie Q gonna be talking about. Let me go to her channel. Ronnie Q. Okay, Ronnie Q. Let's see what she gonna be talking about. Tell the truth and look at the devil be shame. Oh my God. I think this. Oh, Happy Life. Do you think this is about be her going at Olivia? Because you know they've been going back and forth. And you know, it's an older lady who's heavy set. She got a picture of the thumbnail sitting on the porch. And you know, Olivia called her people porch watchers. So I wonder, I'm definitely gonna be over there. It starts at 9 in 25 minutes. So I'm definitely gonna be over there seeing what Ronnie Q is gonna be talking about. Child. Yes, melted flip-flops and dusty fried feet. When you said melted flip-flops over there on whose panel was you on? Very Carey. I'll holler. I hollered. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to get off of here. I hope everybody enjoyed my review. Those of y'all who have not checked in or, looked up that show on Hulu, it is a really good show. I really, really like it. Again, it's only on the second episode, episode 6. And I do suggest, that y'all give it a try. I do. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to try to do Power in my little break time that I have from work and before my grandbaby comes over to kick it with me later in the day. So I'm gonna try to get that Power review on. Again, I watched half of it last night, then I fell asleep. So I'm gonna try to watch the rest of it today. I know Ronnie Q is about to come on now. I'm about to relax and probably watch her and probably watch Power, finish watching it after that, or watch it early in the morning because again, I already watched half of it. But then I gotta take my little footnotes and I'll come through tomorrow. I'll post the notification so you guys can know what time I'm going live. But in the meantime and in between time, you guys, please again, make sure you like the video and share the video if you haven't already. If you didn't do it on your way in, y'all know how we do it on your way out. Also, if you are not subscribed, please feel free to subscribe to the Hood Table and hit the join button to become a member. Shout out to all our latest members, our newest members, our longtime members, and you have a great weekend as well, Pam. Thank you so much, boo. And also T. Danielle and Happy Life and everybody else that dropped down in the chat to show me some love. Miss Juicy, Chakra King. I do appreciate you guys for dropping down in the chat and speaking to me and talking and chiming in on the TV show. I do really, really appreciate that. Also, if you guys want to donate to the Cash App for the commentary or just to donate to the panel is $ the Hood Table 402 on Cash App. Thank you so very much for all your love and support through all these years. Every show, every review, every like, share, subscribe, membership. I appreciate you guys so very much. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out.